Welcome back. So in this video I'm going to chat a bit about ease, emotional pain, spiritual, okay? And for those who enjoy the spell vids, because I am, like those who don't know, I am predominantly a spellcaster, but I'm also very for spiritual teaching, occult teaching, teaching of oneself, energy creation, only because it's all connected, okay? So I'm going to be doing quite a few vids on just spiritual and occult teachings as well, so that you can just learn to grow and remember that there is help and access and power in everything you're experiencing, even the negative. There is something in there for you, okay? So I hope you enjoy these type of lessons and teachings. Gives you that reassurance to know that you're not alone. It is okay. There's just some things you need to remember or relearn about yourself, okay? So again, before I get started in this teaching, for those who need my help, just hit me up. I offer one-on-one consultations where we can go way deeper in any situation you find yourself, or if in the spell or divination reading, okay? So let's chat briefly about is emotional pain spiritual, because at some point we're all going to go through it, at least once in our life. That's a given, okay? That's just part of it. But first thing to remember, and it's very subconscious for most of us, right? But when things are going right in our life at the time, right, we unconsciously don't realize it, but our ego remains intact. And because we don't often take the time to step back and check our ego like we should, and it's normal, okay? But what should be the new normal is to actually check your ego when things are going amazing in your life. So keep that in mind. When things are comfortable and going great, your ego is intact. So that's already a bit of a danger zone that if you're not aware of it, okay? And then emotional pain, when that is experienced, that strips away this illusion. And then we're feeling like all hell is going on because our illusions have been stripped away, and our ego, which was falsely protecting us, is now removed, okay? So this is why it begins to feel the spiritual attack on oneself. Examples of loss, rejection, and longing, okay, for someone or something that is no longer there. So those illusions and ego is stripped away, leaving yourself vulnerable to this pain because you weren't prepared for it spiritually. That's where it becomes spiritual. Now, it's not the end of the world, though, guys, okay? Because emotional pain is spiritual. And let me just explain very briefly what's going on here. So when this happens, when you find yourself in the situation, right, and you go into, or if you currently are, ask yourself this one question. And again, if you like what I'm saying, you like my vibe, and you need a one-on-one, meet me for a one-on-one, we can go way deeper and I can truly guide you, okay? But if you need to write this one question down and truly meditate on it daily until you start to feel that difference within you. And it's a question. Ask yourself this: who am I when what I want disappears? Who am I when what I want disappears? And focus on each and every single word, like, who am I when what I want disappears? And start to focus on that, okay? And again, on one-on-one, I can take you deeper into that question. So focus on that question. But in the occult practice, okay, which is the knowledge of oneself, the beautiful thing is this point, even though you're in a shitty place and you want out of it, right, it's actually a critical place to be. It's a turning point because you now have the choice, and we always have the choice, okay? So when you're at this threshold of this pain, this stripping away of oneself, you can choose two options now. You can choose to focus on that type of question, delve into oneself, and because when you start that journey, you are choosing to delve into your awareness. You're choosing to now step back, and I can teach you this as well, where you step back and you start to analyze yourself, see everything in the situation, start to learn who you are, again, remember who you are, reflect on who you are, and work through it, okay? Or you can choose the option of living in that pain without acknowledging anything, without acknowledging yourself, and you will remain there and eventually slowly start coming out, but with more scars than you need to. But again, the second you turn it into a place of awareness where you could reflect, and the time you start reflecting on what's happened, right, and what is happening, and your awareness in the situation, and your awareness of oneself, this is when the spiritual effect happens and power starts to come out of you. Then it becomes a spiritual awakening as such, and a spiritually powerful experience for you. You can turn it into that for you. So that's the bit I hope I'm sending to you guys, okay? So you need any of my help service, guys, hit me up. I'll got your back. Be good or not,